Okay, as our independent member, can you tell us how you find working with the community and how it fits, work at the forum and how it fits with the wider community?
Right, I find the work of the forum hugely beneficial because it acts as a very effective bridge between the corporate side of the housing association and the needs of residents of the local communities. And I try and make it my endeavour to make sure that happens on a continuous basis.
So Danielle, you're a resident involvement officer that's been around forever. How do you feel that the forum works with staff?
I think that our forum at South Wessex works really well with staff. I feel like we've got a really good relationship. We communicate all the time together, and yeah, it just works really well. I think we've, yeah, really.
Marilyn, can you tell us how well informed you feel about the key performance indicators?
I think we've been very lucky. I've attended several training sessions, and each time we meet, Julianne goes through them very carefully with us. We talk about what it means, what it's showing. We ask questions around what does that mean when it goes up or down, and how it's measured, things like that. So I feel we actually get quite a lot of background information and put it to good use.
Louise, tell us how you have developed personally since being a member of the forum.
Well, since becoming a member of the forum, I wouldn't speak up at the beginning. Now I get involved in all of our meetings.
So Joy, as another one of our independents, how do you find bringing the past experiences that you have into the community?
Well, I previously worked in health service management, and a lot of the processes I was familiar with then are very useful in the community forum, particularly when we're looking at performance information and dealing with grants, etc.
Can you tell us how you take the information you get from the forum and take it out to community members?
I usually chat over coffee. I would say gin, because gin is usually the answer, but there's lots and lots of information that nobody seems to know. They're not aware that all things are available. There are services and support that the community as a whole doesn't seem to be aware of. So I like to chat a lot about all the stuff that we do and the stuff that's available to other people.
So Helen, as a resident involvement officer taking over from our other Helen on maternity leave, how have you felt coming into an established group and how have we made you feel welcome?
Well, for me personally, it's been quite an easy transition in that I've been an employee of Spectrum for quite many years, so I already knew a few members of the team. I didn't know any of the forum members at all, but I've been made to feel very, very welcome, and I already feel very comfortable around all members of the team. They function brilliantly together, and it's a pleasure to work with them.
Yeah, they do. They get the message out very, very quickly to the people, and through the one voice or through actual residents passing the messages on.
Peter, being able to go to chairs meetings and able to go to directors meetings, how's that helped the work you do on the forum?
Give me a lot more information on what I do and what I can actually say.
So Phil, as a working man and part of the forum, which must take up so much of your time, how do you balance the two?
Simple. The boss gives me the time when the meetings is here, And I also it works in well.
Excellent. And tell us, how does it feel being the chair of the grants meeting?
Chair of the grants meeting is, well, privilege. Sometimes it gets a bit out of hand with people, but I can always control them.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yes, I do. In actual fact, they pointed me in the right direction for the food.
Okay.
Yes, I get
Do
lots
you
of-
get information given to you by the forum?
Yes, I do. I get lots of forum feedback all the
Just
time.
do a quick
Right.
eat and
Via
a quick thing for the- then
word of
then we'll
mouth,
off to look round the
via
museum,
various
so-
postings throughout the scheme and where I live.